no question. Do Black Lives Matter? Yes!
First of all, I'm a Baltimorean, and I do believe that we are one Baltimore, one community. There's nothing that impacts one that does not impact all.
There's no justice when it's just us. Sprawled like letters, crucified like the Romaine, but we remain like empty dishes. They dish death sentences. There is no question. Do Black Lives Matter? Yes!
I was once like Freddie Gray. I was in the streets in Baltimore, but I must say, you cannot count no one out. You cannot count our young people out. We have the ability to change and transform.
Could you tell me a little bit about what's going on out here and why you came out?
Well, the reason why I came out, a couple reasons. The guy didn't have to die. Freddie Gray, 25 years old, wasn't doing nothing. Police chased him. Next thing you know, he's dead. I'm quite sure his parents didn't think that he woke up that morning that her son would be gone that evening.
There is a systemic problem, not only in Baltimore, but across the nation. And I do believe that if we don't stand up and if we don't speak out against injustices, it won't be long before it'd be knocking at someone else's door.
Well, this wasn't a kid who was just dying on the street on his own. This is a kid who they jacked up, who was screaming, crippled, screaming, who they dragged into a van, slammed against the van, and then threw into it, and then gave him what's known as classically like a rough ride.
Freddie Gray family needs you, needs your support.
A couple of days ago, I was racially profiled in Towson University, at Towson University, right down the street, just going to 7-Eleven for the first time in my life.
Wow.
And the reality of the situation hit me that moment when the cop abruptly stopped in front of me and asked to see some ID, flashed the car light all over my body, and I'm just like, what's going on, I'm just gonna get a honey bun, sweet treat. So at that moment I realized that, most people here in the inner city part of Baltimore go through that every day. And that's not fair, it's not right, and it's a race thing, I'm a black man and that's why I got stopped.
Freddie Gray means we got to fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
We can't take this anymore. We have the police rolling into our communities like an occupying army, and we're saying, fuck no, this is unjust. These murders are unjust, and the system and the cops who are part of this system have blood on their hands. And we say to those that are talking about the violence that's going on and condemning the violence, we're saying we have to stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters and say, this has been going on for years and years and years. And people are saying, we can't breathe. We can't take this anymore. Our nephews, nieces, uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers are being slain, thrown into the street, arrested, harassed because of these racial reasons. And this is just not acceptable.
And the time is over when people are just gonna accept the endless murder and brutality. People in the streets were saying this has even become bigger than Freddie.
We gotta stand up. If you're serious about justice, you should be serious about the truth. There's some real issues in this city of Baltimore.
I'm an advocate for education for our children. I'm president of Neighborhoods United and Lake City's Community Action Association, and they propose to close down the school, which is the best performing school in all of Park Heights, which is going to do our neighborhood absolutely no good.
There is a lack of industrial jobs, deindustrialization, where it's much more profitable for the United States to actually go and exploit people in places like Bangladesh and in India, and where people like my parents' generation moved to cities to go to factories and things like that. There are people who are penned in cages in places like Baltimore. It's like something like a 45% unemployment rate in the area where Freddie Gray was murdered. It's like this. These are conditions that are actually going on, and why crime is a rational choice in these communities. All right. And you have a situation where all that's going on, and then the police are murdering people on top of that.
The only thing that y'all did was tear up things. Y'all didn't kill anybody.
That's right.
You tore up, excuse my language, shit. You did not kill anyone. You are not thugs.
This is about youth who see that they have no future under this system. I talked to people who said by the time they were young teenagers, they had done so much time in jail for being accused of crimes that they figure they might as well do it anyway so they can get some money out of it. We're in Baltimore. This used to be a place where this country loved to extract tremendous amount of wealth from black people here, and then they close up shop, ship it all around the world, and leave people here in rotting ghettos to fight each other and to be murdered and brutalized by the police. This system has no future for people.
We're oppressing minorities.
Why are they afraid of that?
Because then the white America will join up. And then we'll go after the real bad guy. White America, they're losing their pensions. They're losing their health care. They're losing their jobs. They're losing their education. Now that you can't even afford to go to college. So white America is in the same boat. But the rich, filthy rich white men have done such a good job of making white America think it's the black people that are keeping them down.
But a lot of times things like this happen, they peter out, and next thing you know, 4 weeks later, people not even gonna know who Freddie Gray was.
We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day.
And I'm disappointed that the media skews this to have it be something that it's not, with all of its negative connotations.
I feel like the media is just generalizing everything as like negative. Like, oh, there's just protests, people are rioting, when you can look around and see like that's not the case. People are gathering, they're rallying positively. They want to see a change. They want to see justice, and that's what I want to see as well.
From what I've seen, it's just a gathering of people, which is a beautiful thing to come from such a horrible event. And it's sad that that's not what's shown as much in the mainstream media. Even when you see them covering the peaceful aspects, they put a little twist on it.
They'll show the same thing burning over and over and over again. And then the Dallas newspaper is saying, Baltimore is on fire. CNN big headline, Baltimore is on fire. And a friend of mine came in from out of town yesterday, and I'm driving him around. You can see it's burnt down to hell, right? There was nary evidence of a fire anywhere. So something's not right about that. Something's not right.
Rich white men control the message through the media. Therefore, they control the people.
They're trying to deter or distract from the actual idea and the movement behind what's happening, and so they can blame it on them and blame violence on them. But the thing is, there was violence happening before the looting and the riots started.
And they always want to broadcast the big thing that culminates an issue. They don't want to talk about what started that one incident or what preceded that. So they want the plane crash. They don't want the flight.
We will fight for Freddie Gray. We will fight for Freddie Gray.
This is a contradiction that was never resolved since the founding of this country. Being founded on slavery and genocide. It's like it goes to the heart of what this country is, and relies on the exploitation, of black and brown people. And right now we're in a particular situation where there could really be the threat of potential kind of genocide, a slow genocide that could quickly become a fast one.
You told us we were animals since the beginning. You called us slaves. You told us we were 3/4 of a human. We know we matter. Black lives. Black lives. White lives. Pink lives. We all.
First of all, I would want to work on making people aware that, because a lot of people are blatantly ignoring the fact that these are racially charged incidents, and they won't even accept that they do have privilege as people who are not white.
You think this is about people rioting about some type of injustice? Well, when you push that far, some people think that's the only option, is to push back.
We've been marching all our lives. There's no solution in that. Listen, we here to tell you, your brothers, the reason the white man kill you in every street and find himself not guilty because the white man is the devil. You sort of broken. You sort of abide by it. How you gonna abide by something you don't know?
We sit around complaining about the man, but the man ain't real in the physical, but the man is metaphorical, meaning an arrangement of infrastructures, organizations, institutions designed to uphold capitalistic anti-black notions.
Called CEOs now. CEOs was the term that filthy rich white men, they changed the name of plantation owner to CEO. It sounds a lot more innocent. and they got away with it.
And why do you think that is?
Oh, systemic racism. Absolutely. It's been there. I mean, and it's not going to disappear because we won't call it what it is. That's what it is. It's systemic. And it's been there for a very long time. Have we made progress? We have made some. Are we making strides? We are. We really are. I don't think race relations are nearly what they used to be. I think all of us are much more accepting of one another as human beings.
People always say that, the youth are the problem, or that like, oh, these kids up here, they got nothing to do, or they're up to no good. These kids are out here killing each other, and that's the problem. They need to pull their pants up, get their act together, to get their culture straight first. And it's like, you see actually through this, kids from warring sets and different factions, kids from different neighborhoods, from different social structures, actually coming together and forging a different culture and community through this.
We are fearless. We are strong. And I'm encouraging all the Bloods and the Crips and the BGF and all of those who are part of those street organizations. Let's reconcile the beef. And now it's time for you to use the same energy that you use to destroy, to use that same energy to rebuild the community.
We just want justice for Freddie Gray and everybody else that was killed by the police.
All lives matter, not just one. It's gonna be more Freddie Grays and we try and prevent that.
The biggest message of this overall protest, all the protests and the marching that we've been doing is unity. That's the biggest message. I mean, that's what it's all about. If you ain't unifying and uplifting each other, it's not about anything. Blood ain't about nothing. Crip ain't about nothing. I don't care what you are, BGF, Black Panther, Marcus Garveyite, it don't matter what you do. You're not unifying. If you're not unifying to uplift your people, you ain't about nothing.
It's much harder to knock down the community as a whole than it is to prey on, say, the weak of it. That's, basic National Geographic type of shit there. They pick off the weak one in the herd, but if you stay together as the herd, you are much stronger that way.
Diversity is key. All of us make up the city. All of us make up the nation. The nation is not about one race of people. It's about many races, many cultures of people. Absolutely. Diversity, oh my goodness, is key. Absolutely, it's wonderful.
Every kid can be anything they want to be. Whoever thought in my lifetime I would see a guy named Barack Obama become president?
I personally am so proud of Baltimore for starting the conversation. And I'm so proud that we are able to live in this city and realize that this is an issue and start talking about it and start having movements about it.
This is a celebration of life, of human beings who are valuable and creative and worth a lot. And have not been treated as such, and we need to take a stand for that, and that's why I'm here. On my birthday, feels like the birthday for Baltimore, and maybe for the country, and maybe for the world.
There's always hope. As long as there's God, there's hope. Yeah. So, and as long as there's life, there's hope.
All kinds of people start to talk about where it should go, right? The importance of people actually coming together to figure that out. Regardless of whether you're doing that, or where you're coming from. It's very important. Like, look, I'm a revolutionary. I think it's going to take a revolution and nothing less to actually put an end to that.
I definitely see hope. Wherever people are gathered for a positive, cause, I feel like something good will come out of it.
But I'm still kind of going through what does revolution really mean? Whole change to a system, emancipating the people, gathering and fostering love.
This is so many generations and so many centuries of institutionalized racism that this isn't something you can just avoid or not talk about.
When you wake up in the morning and you're not doing something to help a kid, what the hell are you waking up for? Every day we should be doing something to help children. Every single day. I don't care if you teach them math, teach them reading, everything, I don't care what it is, starts with education.
And let's follow the great destiny that is promised to us, that we are not the generation of hope, not the generation of bowing down, not the generation of scratching we do when we don't. We are the generation of strong men, strong young women. We are the generation of fulfillment.
What kind of world do you want to see?
One where people are fair and accept everybody as who they are.
You never give up. We're not going to give up on this. We're not going to give up on one kid. We're not going to give up on anything.
We need you people, you young people, to keep, getting at the truth. We need truth, and we need love.
I think that's the best way to end it. You can't top that. You can't top love.
Mama say, mama sigh, right. Another day my daughter died, right. Niagara falling from my eyes, right. And we just trying to live a lie, right. And mama say, mama sigh, my Michael son. Mama say, that's my son, please stop shooting. No one listens. Yeah, 2 weeks later, Ricky's still missing. Yeah.